This presentation looks at King Yayati, one of the most human characters in ancient Indian tradition. His story is not about a perfect king, but about desire, mistakes, consequences, and finally wisdom. Through his life, we see how personal choices can shape not just one person, but entire generations. Yayati's troubles begin with his marriage to Devayani, the daughter of the powerful sage Shukracharya. After Yayati rescues her from humiliation caused by Charmishta, Devayani demands marriage as compensation. Yayati agrees, partly out of duty and partly due to political pressure. Charmishta, despite being a princess herself, is forced to save Devayani as her maid. This unequal arrangement plants the seed of future conflict inside the royal household. Despite being married to Devayani, Yayati secretly marries Charmishta. This is not ignorance, it is a conscious betrayal. When Devayani discovers this, she appeals to her father. Shukracharya responds with a devastating curse. Yayati is stuck with premature old age and loss of vitality. This moment marks a turning point where the desire begins to demand its price. After being struck with premature old age, Yayati desperately begs Shukracharya for relief. The sage grants a conditional escape. Yayati may transfer his old age to any willing youth. Yayati approaches his sons one by one. Yadu, the eldest, refuses to sacrifice his youth, choosing personal freedom over filial duty. Angered by this refusal, Yayati curses Yadu, declaring that his lineage will not inherit the imperial throne. The other sons also refuse except Puru, the younger son of Charmishta, who selflessly accepts the curse. This movement decisively establishes Puru as the rightful heir and reshapes dynastic history. Restored to youth, Yayati plunges into pleasure. Instead of learning from his curse, he indulges endlessly, believing satisfaction lies just one desire away. Years pass, but fulfillment never arrives. This phase shows a brutal truth. Desire does not end when fulfilled, it expands. After regaining his youth through Puru's sacrifice, Yayati spends many years indulging in pleasure without limits. At first, he believes desire will end once it is satisfied. Instead, the opposite happens. Every pleasure briefly satisfies him, then leaves him restless again. Youth remains, but fulfillment does not. Over time, Yayati observes a pattern. A desire behaves like fire. The more it is fed, the stronger it burns. No amount of pleasure reduces it. This insight is not sudden, it comes from exhaustion and self observation. He also realizes that his enjoyment exists only because his son Puru bears unnatural old age. Pleasure built on another's suffering loses all meaning. With this understanding, Yayati returns Puru's youth and accepts his own old age willingly. His renunciation is not forced, it is informed. He does not reject desire out of fear, but out of clarity, marking his true transformation from indulgence to wisdom. When Yayati asked his sons to take on his old age, Yadu, the eldest, refused. Angered, Yayati cursed Yadu, declaring that Yadu's descendants would never inherit imperial kingship. This curse did not mean loss of power or greatness, it meant loss of right to rule as kings. Generations later, this curse shapes the Yadava lineage. Krishna, though the most powerful and influential Yadava, never became king. Instead, he acts as a guide, strategist, and protector. Political kingship in Madura rests with Ugrasena, whom Krishna restores to the throne after overthrowing Kamsa. Yayati was a strong and successful ruler who brought stability and power to his kingdom. More importantly, he possessed a rare ability to learn from his own mistakes. Through lived experiences, he understood the limits of desire and showed moral courage by returning Puru's youth and accepting responsibility. His life reflects true growth from indulgence to wisdom, making him a great king not by perfection but by transformation. Yayati repeatedly succumbed to desire, placing personal pleasure over moral duty. He betrayed Devayani by secretly marrying Charmishta and tried to escape the consequences of his action by transferring his curse to his son. His choices caused deep family conflict and long-lasting generational consequences, proving that unchecked desire in a ruler can harm not just himself but entire lineages. Yayati is neither purely noble nor purely flawed. He makes serious mistakes, yet possesses the ability to learn, reflect, and change, which makes his story feel deeply human rather than idealized. Yayati's life shows that greatness does not come from being flawless, but from recognizing one's mistakes and growing beyond them. His journey reminds us that wisdom is often earned through failure, not avoided by perfection. Thank you.